Welcome to News Now Alberta. This is Special Ed. Today we're looking at a cop that wants to get off probation early for child sex abuse because it would look bad in his interview for a new job.
There's a convicted child predator cop who never even got jail time, just got probation, is now saying he needs to be off of probation because he has a job interview coming up and it's not going to look good if he's on probation. Let me take you to the former Louisville Metro police officer. Put up his picture, okay?
Okay, to start with, that's thin blue line shit right there. He's a child predator that never went to jail. All he got for predating on children is probation.
This person you're looking at avoided prison time following an actual conviction for sexually abusing a minor. He was serving as the minor's mentor in the department's Youth Explorer program. He took advantage of his position, of his department, of his badge, of his government paycheck, and of this child. He gets convicted. He gets no jail time. In March 2021, Brad Schumann was sentenced to 6 months of home incarceration and 2 years of probation. That's it. That's all he got. In addition, Schumann was ordered to pay a whopping $2,000 fine and register as a sex offender. Now, the former cop has asked a federal judge to release him from probation early because he needs to get a job in the trucking industry. He's gonna miss his big opportunity here, Judge. Let me give you some background to the original crime. A girl identified as BL claimed in a federal lawsuit that Officer Schumann abused her in his police cruiser and sought sexual pictures and acts from her. The former officer admitted he subjected a juvenile female in the Explorer program that he mentored. He subjected her, the victim, to sexual contact at her home and other places in 2010. Schumann.
Okay, there's a lot of charges here that could have been filed. How he got out with, having to stay at home for 6 months and 2 years probation, that's absolutely nothing. But he wants to get off probation early.
Pleaded guilty in November 2020 to a misdemeanor charge of sexual abuse. He could have been incarcerated for up to a year. At his sentencing, the victim called Schumann a monster and a predator who ruined her life. The other officers involved put him up. It was a whole damn scandal. Former officers Kenneth Betts and Brandon Wood, left and right, are both in prison for federal and state crimes. Wood was sentenced to 70 months in prison for attempted enticement of a teen in the program. Wood also pleaded guilty in a state court to 7 counts of sexually abusing a teen in the program, and is serving a 5-year sentence that is running concurrent with the federal conviction. Betts, the other cop, is currently serving 16 years in federal prison on child pornography and enticement charges. He also pleaded guilty to sodomy charges in state court. A lawsuit involving the officer settled in 2021 for $3.65 million. All of them were violating children. All of them. They really need to be in prison for the rest of their lives. I'm not going to say what else I want to say because we're on TV. But to think that they get months and then one cop avoids jail time altogether, just think about the compounded evil here.
So think of how that little girl should be scared that this guy is out already, that this predator is on the streets already.
You're a mentor. These are minors in an Explorer program because they need mentorship and they're looking at possibly getting into policing, being the good guys or the good girls, right? Being the good ones. And you corrupt them, you take advantage of them, you manipulate them. You utilize them for your own sick ass fantasies. And then when you get caught, you get a slap on the wrist, no jail time, probation, house arrest. And now you're petitioning the judge to do what? To let you off early because you have an interview with a trucking company. Put up their pictures again. I want you to remember who these people are. So if they do get a job, you know exactly who they are, all right? That's two of them, put up the other guy. All right, that's the guy that wants the early release from probation for trucking. David, here's what I believe, brother, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe when you hold a position of public trust and you violate that public trust, you should be held to the highest standard of accountability and not the lowest. That is my view of this.
That's right, and the punishment should be higher as well. I mean, there is a special place in hell for anybody who preys on children, but there's another place in hell that's even hotter for people who use their authority, use their position to get at children and then take advantage of children and break the law. And to me, that's just, it's reprehensible. I agree. I think the punishment should be much more severe. I think all of them should be in jail. And I hope that trucking company is also paying attention, because I hope when that guy walks in for the interview, the trucking company says, you know what? We're not gonna have any child predators driving trucks for us. Go find another trucking company.
Yeah, and just in case the trucking company needs some help, put up that pictures guy again. Put up the guy's picture again. Yeah, that's who he is, okay? It's a damn shame, man. He should be in prison, all right? Not asking for early release on probation right now.
This is crazy. He got a slap on the wrist. He got probation, but he wants less probation. And I hope this trucking company is paying attention, because you don't want to hire this guy. I wish I knew which trucking company it was, because I would have sent him this video. Like, you can't have that around anybody. Like, what if he stops somewhere and there's a child? Like, no. What do you think of this? What do you think of this cop? What do you think that he deserved? Let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.